Who do you think it is?
Catch you at a bad time.
Are you here yet?
Yeah, I'm at the crow's nest.
Good. Thanks for agreeing to meet with me.
Sure.
So, are you ready to move out?
Of course. What about you? Are you mentally prepared?
Of course. I'll be right over.
Are you guys mentally prepared? Mentally prepared for the DLC that comes available in 4 days? 4 days. It's almost here. March 28th, episode Gladiolus is going to be available on the PlayStation Store and the Xbox Game Store. Now recently, Square Enix has released an official fact sheet to tell us what we can expect about the episode itself. I believe this came out 2 days ago. I haven't had the chance to really go through it too much, so I thought I'd cover what it says here in a video tonight, so everybody knows what to expect. So let's get started. The pricing here says $49 for the DLC if you want to buy it just by itself, or if you want the season pass, if you haven't already bought that, you can get it for $24.99 US. And also lists future DLC. I think anybody that has followed the game up to this point already knows about these, but if not, here it is. Episode Prompto, which will be scheduled for June. Episode Ignis has yet to be determined, and the multiplayer expansion has also yet to be determined. Multiplayer expansion I'm pretty excited about. I think that is something that could be really fun. I don't think it's going to be like an MMO or anything, but it'd be pretty cool. There's lots of times I've wished I was able to play with friends in this game. So there's some backstory. It says, after losing to the enemy High Commander Ravus, Gladiolus is forced to swallow a bitter pill and face the limitations of his own strength. In order to travel with the chosen king, he realizes he must also possess a comparable level of power in order to protect him. In the ancient ruins that were found in the kingdom of Lucius 30 years ago, the spirits of heroes that once served the king await the next generation of warriors. Gladiolus parts ways with his entourage and meets up with Kor, the sole survivor of the trials. Now with his mentor at his side, Gladiolus sets out to challenge the shield of the founder king, the Blade Master, Gilgamesh. Now what isn't specifically said here, which I'm pretty excited about, is we're going to have some backstory on Kor. I'm sure of it, because we're going to be spending time with him, we're going to be staying at camps with him. So we're going to get more information on this super mysterious guy. People think that he could be Gilgamesh. I don't know. I would love to think that, but I'm not quite there yet. Only because if you watch the trailer, it shows Gladiolus fighting Gilgamesh, and then the video ends and you get a little clip of him fighting Kor. I think that's too obvious. It's like that's what they want you to think happens, and that's just not the way I see that working out. But if he is Gilgamesh, that would be pretty cool. There's also some features listed here, describing what features we have. It says uncover the story through Gladiolus' perspective. While Final Fantasy XV focuses on the bond between Noctis and his friends, episode Gladiolus allows players to find out what happened when Gladiolus leaves the party. New and exhilarating action battle that matches Gladiolus' character as the King's Shield. While the main game was designed around Noctis and his mobility to warp and dodge enemy attacks, Gladiolus fights by blocking and counterattacking with the new Valor and Rage system. So the Rage system, if you've watched the DLC trailer or you've seen the 15 minutes of gameplay, which by the way I will be showing at the end of this video, you would have seen the Rage meter, or Rage system, whatever you want to call it. It's the circular meter or bar on the lower right hand side of the screen. I'm not sure exactly what it does, but what I think, when you see in the video him picking up a pillar and using it as a weapon against enemies, or there's another clip of him jumping on the chest of an iron giant, knocking it over, or there's like a big bird or flying enemy, he's like on top of it punching it. I think that's the Rage system. I'm not sure what the Valor system is. I think it's going to have to be his defensive side, but what to expect out of that, I'm not sure. I think it'd have to be comparable to what we're seeing, if that is in fact what we're seeing for the rage system, what I described. So I'm not quite sure what to expect, but it looks pretty cool so far. I'm excited to find out more about it. I hope you guys are too. It also says there's a new environment. Players can access a new area that was previously not accessible in the main game. Obviously, this is just where the trials take place. I don't think there's any other areas that we can expect. It'd be cool if there was, but I wouldn't expect that. It'd be also really cool if we could access this in the main game, but again, I wouldn't expect that either. It says that we can obtain special items that can be carried over to the main game. By completing the episode, players can obtain special items that cannot be acquired from the main game. That's awesome. Hopefully it's something better than before, like the Dream Egg that doesn't do anything. But I'm thinking it's going to be a new greatsword or a shield, or both. I'm hoping both. And maybe some accessories. And because they're transferred to the main game, I'm hoping that Noctis can wear them as well. If they're just for Gladiolus, that's okay. That's still good, but I would like to be able to use them on Noctis as well. I'm also hoping that they are comparable to the end game items, or at least have an effect that you couldn't get anywhere else. There's also new gameplay modes. In addition to the main episode, there will be 2 additional gameplay modes, Score Attack and Final Attack, that will be available upon completing the episode. These modes offer an added challenge and high replay value for the player. So I've heard that the amount of content will be equal to about 2 to 3 hours worth of game time. I'm not sure if that is being rushed or if that's just your average time. 2 to 3 hours for $4.99 is pretty good. I mean, I'm always going to want more because I love this game, and if they give me 10 hours, I'd still be left wanting more, I'm sure of it. But 2 to 3 hours, pretty good. I'll have to deal with it, but yeah. High replay value that they say here kind of makes me happy. I'm hoping that the Score Attack and Final Trial are exciting. I hope they're very interesting. Final Trial, I'm hoping there's something to that. Score Attack, I'm not really sure. That doesn't sound that great to me, but we'll see. I'm hoping there's some extra hidden items or something like that comes through it, or maybe some extra cutscenes, who knows. Anything like that would be good. I'm excited to find out more. Well, as I said, the rest of the video is basically going to just be gameplay footage that Gamespot released. Hope you guys watch it and that you get excited for the DLC. I've watched it a few times and I cannot wait to play this. There's just so much that I want to experience for myself. Watching this just has me on the edge of my seat. I can't wait to play it. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think of what you're going to expect from the DLC itself, what you think about Kor being Gilgamesh, or what you think Kor might be if he isn't Gilgamesh. There's something to him, and I hope we find that out. So maybe share it with a friend who is also excited about this DLC. And of course, subscribe, because I'm going to be covering all of the DLC itself. And I'm hoping to get a new game plus to chapter 13 to cover what they changed. If you don't know, they are adding some cutscenes. And they are also making a separate path, because in chapter 13, if you do not know, you get separated from your group. You're Noctis by himself. But apparently now they are going to add a path with Gladiolus and Ignis, where you get to play Gladiolus. They're also, quote, making the Ring of the Lucii super powerful. So I'm excited to try that out. I'll be experimenting with that, see how it does. So I hope you guys watch my videos regarding those. Anyways, that's it for this video. Please enjoy the rest of the gameplay footage that was put out by Gamespot. I'll see you again next time when the DLC comes out. I hope you guys are excited as I am. See you again next time.
About time.
What'll it be? Just the water's fine. Thanks.
Allow me to ask you once more. Are you sure you're ready to take on the Blade Master?
I went up against the High Commander and got my ass handed to me. I didn't stand a chance. And I never will unless I get more power.
Then answer my question. Are you ready or not?
You think I would have called you here if I weren't?
So you're ready to face death. Gilgamesh awaits challengers in the deepest recesses of those ruins. It's been 30 years since we uncovered the caves. We've sent countless expeditions, but all of our efforts have afforded us no rewards. And no survivors.
Except for you. You undertook the trial, and you made it back alive. Barely.
Let's move. Did you tell your friends why you were taking off?
Just said it was business. Didn't want them getting all worried about me.
Or knowing your pride took a beating.
All right, I've got this. No turning back now.
For long.
As in life, not what our souls remain, clinging to the vestiges of our past.
Why?
To test those determined to become the King's shield. To inherit the power they pursue.
The Blade Master's men have sworn their loyalty both before and beyond the grave, scaring off the unworthy.
Better prepare for disappointment. That'll scare easy. Only way to go is down. He ain't going without a fight.
You come to prove yourself worthy of my mantle?
I do. I am here to undertake the trial of Gilgamesh.
And what is it you hope to glean?
Power. And you're gonna give it to me.
Is that so?
Ready or not.
Brute force alone does little to impress. Only he who possesses both muscle and metal of equal caliber deserves the honor of fighting beside the chosen king as his sworn shield.
You saying I don't?
A great evil threatens the people of your world. It is but the King of Kings and his shield who can safeguard their lives. All those unworthy or unwilling to rise to the task meet their end here, by my blade.
I ain't meeting mine anytime soon. This trial hasn't even begun.
If you do not fear death, then go forth with reckless abandon, and prove your worth.
You are ready for this. In that case, let the trials begin. So the Blade Master. He's a master of blades. What? Were you expecting something profound? Time to take a load off. The Blade Master isn't here to train you, he's here to test you. He won't go easy on you just because you joined the Crown's Guard. So, no mercy for newbies like me. So what? The weak aren't worthy of serving as shield? In his eyes, the weak aren't worthy of living. All of them are fools, punished for aspiring beyond their station. I was a fool back then, too. And I was punished. But you weren't killed. Maybe you weren't worthy of serving as shield, but he must have seen you as worthy of living. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Whenever you're ready. Keep your eyes and ears open. Done and done. Pathetic.
Your skill is impressive. You may have the strength to defeat the darkness, but do you have the spirit to survive these trials?
Not good. They keep on coming. What's this? A trial chamber. The hand-holding stops here. Good luck.
Prepare yourself, young warrior, for the trials that await.
Prove your might, and our power shall be yours.